Yes, ladies and gentlemen, now joining us for the very first time in The Loft is one of the most incredibly talented foodies that made it all the way to the top 3 of the latest season of the Tastemaster SA. Mzansi, please help me welcome Tahila into The Loft. Welcome, Mummy.
Hi, Polly. Thank you so much for having me.
It's so nice to see you finally face to face.
Yes.
I feel like... Before we get into the Tastemaster SA, you know, for some people who have not been able to follow your journey on the show, tell us all about it. I mean, where did your love and passion for food start?
You know what? It's been an absolute roller coaster. Starting the Tastemaster for me was, you know, it's like a completely new thing. I've been in the kitchen, I've been trained, I love food already, but the Tastemaster was a complete game changer. You think you know food until Zola's like, you have 3 minutes left, plate up. It's a completely different game.
Now, before we get into the competition, I mean, was it mommy, was it Gogo, or was it just your own passionate love for food that got you behind the kitchen?
I want to say it was mom. My mom was very strict with me in the kitchen. I know whenever I was baking, I'd be playing in the kitchen. Instead of playing with toys, I was in the kitchen with a bowl of flour and water trying to make flour paste. And she'd always come and smack my hand and say, Tahila, you can't tap the side of the bowl. And that's something that has been in my head forever. And I think that's honestly the reason I started cooking, so that I could tell everyone else, you can't tap the bowl when you're baking.
I love that. Do not tap the bowl. I mean, someone like me, that first time I've ever heard it. But I mean, you have had such an incredible journey on the Tastemaster SA this season. Making it to the top 3 is nothing to undermine, diminish. I mean, this is something to be celebrated. So I know all about reality TV contest competitions. It is stressful, high pressure, a lot's riding on it, but also you make so many good friends along the way. Well, how was your journey like?
My journey, I would say, was very wholesome. I think the people that I met, I still talk to them every day. They've definitely become a huge part of my life, and I've learned a lot about myself from the show as well. Just different styles of food. I've been more open to exploring things and trying different things, especially on the show. They're like, you know, you have a certain amount of time, and it's, you know, it gets old doing the same thing, and it's interesting trying new things in shorter periods of time and seeing what, like, pushing your capabilities in a different way than you would in a restaurant kitchen.
I have to ask you, what has been the one challenge that really tested you? The one that you can't believe you made it out alive?
I want to say the braai challenge. The braai challenge, I still have nightmares about that challenge. All I see is like these pots and flames. In the middle of the night, I'll sit up and my partner's like, what is going on? No, it's just the Tastemaster. It's just the braai challenge.
PTSD.
Yeah.
But no, that's what it's all about. You know, sometimes it is those do or die moments where you literally are feeling the flames, that you step out and shine, and that's exactly what you have done. So much so that you've extended your expertise onto social media. Now, you've been really creative on your TikTok, and your pages are absolutely sensational. I mean, how has social media not only been able to push your creativity, your food journey, but has also gotten you closer to your dreams and goals?
So on TikTok and Instagram, I've really decided to step out of my comfort zone. And the reason I started TikTok is because I used to watch people on Instagram and TikTok posting recipes on how to do things. And I was like, you know what, I love teaching, I can do that. And I just randomly posted a video one day, didn't think anything of it, and it started trending. So I was like, maybe this is a route that I could go. And it just kept growing and growing, and I decided to try and make something out of it, because the reason I had to leave the restaurant industry is just because of my health conditions. And I was kind of, you know, dumbfounded and lost. You know, this is what I've trained to do, this is what I've waited my entire life to do, and my body says, no, you can't do it. So deciding to do TikTok and take it on as a career has pushed me in ways that I never imagined I'd go, you know. Learning how to use a camera, learning how to edit videos, learning how to be present in front of a camera. That is something that they don't teach you at culinary school.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that you've expanded your brand in such a phenomenal way, and that's what it's all about. You know, it's all about that next, what's next, and being able to pivot. You've pivoted beautifully. You're an entrepreneur now. You started your very own company called Sprinkled at Home. Do you want to just tell us, our audiences, a little bit about it?
So, being me, I've always loved sharing. Whenever I see people, the first thing I do is I want to give them food. You can't come into my house and sit with me and not leave, like, you know, rolling. You need to be rolling out. So I thought, you know, a lot of my followers, a lot of my fans watch me and they're like, I want to try your food.
Yeah.
And even if I had a restaurant, you know, it's only a small group of people that can come. So I wanted to be able to reach a large audience and a large group of people around the country, because honestly, all of my followers are South African and they live everywhere, you know, so I don't want to limit them to one place. So Sprinkled allows me to share my food and my creations around South Africa and introduce people to new experiences. My perspective on food is that it's more than just food, it's an experience. It's about giving you a piece of myself in your home.
I mean, a little bit later in the show, Tahila will make her delicious 3-cheese arancini balls. But now, over to the kitchen with the gentlemen. What are the gentlemen cooking? What are you guys up to?